is this?
What?
Check this side to see what's up here. It's like
What is that?
it's falling apart. It's separated right here, just like our last van. So of course I got to take it all apart to fix that. Well, I'm going to talk to the guy. I'm going to talk to the service technician here today. I have no idea what that is.
It just fell out of the window. Like,
And I think it goes up in the top, but as you can see, it's not straight. This is like some kind of tape. In this episode of Falling Apart, we'll talk about our window that's failed, the control panel that's failed, and now our windows. So in our last video, you saw me upset about the front window, and we took it to RAM. We got it repaired, but it didn't work. So now we've got SafeLight coming out to take care of it, which we are paying for because I'm tired of dealing with RAM and La Mesa. And so
you do have a call out to THOR. Have they responded to you?
I emailed THOR, and I never did get a call back from them or an email back. But we've also been experiencing some issues with the electrical system. So when the van is running or on shore power, we get all sorts of alarms on the control system with temperature and a few other things that prevent us from using the air conditioning, awning,
the air conditioner, and the
propane alarm, and a few other things. And so it's just kind of frustrating, but I did some troubleshooting and I isolated it down to when the van is running or we are on shore power, the BMPRO master, for whatever reason, gives us these crazy alarms. So I went ahead and scheduled a mobile repair with La Mesa. That is covered under our warranty. So they are due out today to take care of that at the same time as the window guy. And while we were getting ready for this wonderful day of service technicians in our van, we discovered we have some window issues where we've got pieces that are like plastic and separating and molding falling off.
It fell.
Yeah.
We don't even know where it goes.
And so then I started looking at like the shades here. This shade's all like, you can see I can get my hand back here. It's all separated. I'm a little frustrated. Right. Well, we can have the service tech talk about this. Oh, I forgot. One other exciting thing was on our way home from Payson, we were driving down the highway and our skylight pops open. Driving down the road at 75 miles an hour. So that was really fun. Had to pull off into like the emergency like brake area for the trucks so that we could then like jimmy rig it so that, there's a like wire tie on it so that it will stay down. It's really classy.
Yeah. So,
that service tech's going to have a handful today when he gets here.
Yeah. Fingers crossed something gets fixed today. I literally have lost all faith in anybody trying to fix this and being able to at this point.
I would agree. I mean, we're up to, let's see, the window, the control system, the side windows, the
awning.
Skylight. Well, the awning works, but that's related to the power.
Which took us how long to figure out that we could...
Like 2 weeks.
That we could figure out a go-around.
Yeah. And then, what else? We're missing some of the rubber stoppers on the stove.
Which...
want to get nitpicky here.
The bathroom.
Oh, yes, the seal in the bathroom. Here's the seal in the bathroom. So this is pretty awesome.
And that might be because we live in Arizona.
Yeah, that one I have a little grace for because it's just so hot that the glue doesn't hold. But we're going to have to figure something out. Oh, we got some good, nice quality control stuff here. Like, the trim's coming off,
yeah.
Brand new.
Oh, and you know what? Right here. That was a sticker. That was like an original sticker that came with the van that we tried to peel off.
That one's okay. I mean,
yeah, that's our fault.
That's the least of my concerns. This isn't structural, and it's not going to fall down a break and hit me while I'm sleeping. Right. Like maybe a cabinet or something.
I mean, should we check the cabinets and make sure?
I know. I just said that, and I'm like, in our next video, watch the cabinet land on my face while I'm sleeping. I'm, as you can tell, a little frustrated, but hopefully I'm going to try to stay
We're
positive
keeping-
today.
yes, we're
and
trying.
We're going to get it taken care of.
Yes.
We'll keep you posted. All right, La Mesa's here.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
See if we can get this taken care of.
5 hours later.
All right, so we just met with the mobile service guy. Oh, careful, dog. He's a super nice guy. Shh.
Hey, shh.
Quiet.
Meet Luke, guys. Okay.
He's a super nice guy. Talked to us at length about THOR, quality issues, all of our problems. Actually made us feel a lot better about everything that's been going on. We turned it over to him. We showed him the errors that we were getting and how to clear it and then how to replicate it again. So he's going to work with BMPRO and see if we can get it all taken care of.
Yeah, we're feeling hopeful, but we've been here before.
It's true. Yes, he made us feel good. We'll have to wait and see the final result.
He did say, though, everything he figures out, he has to get approved by THOR.
Yes, which I was a little surprised by. So he has to, what his methodology for fixing it is, first he has to, replicate the error. Then he has to get BMPRO on the phone and basically get them to agree, okay, yep, there's a problem with our product. They will send him a new one. And then he has to work back with THOR to say, okay, I worked with BMPRO to figure out what the problem is. We get it reinstalled, and then THOR has to authorize it. And then he has to come back out and get it all reinstalled. So
Yeah. So,
it's a process, but hopefully we'll get it moving along and one step closer to getting it resolved. All right, I want to give you guys a quick update on where we're at with our van. Joe from La Mesa was here working on our van, did a great job, super helpful. He basically gave us a little workaround with all of the electrical stuff that we're having going on with it so that we can use the awning and get the alarms to go away so we can actually use it and travel while we wait for the new part. He had to order a new master control node for the BMPRO, so that should be here in a couple weeks, and then he will be out to reschedule. He also said that I need to call the service department back so that all of the extra items that that are wrong and we need fixed, they can schedule those at the same time he is back to install the BMPRO. And he also told us to give him a call because he gave us his personal business card if we haven't heard from La Mesa in 2 weeks, so that way we'll be able to keep things on track and keep things moving. For the last few weeks, I have been calling and emailing La Mesa and not getting any response. I am extremely frustrated trying to get this thing repaired. La Mesa said that they were going to order the BMPRO and that it would be about 2 weeks before it arrived and that they would reach back out to us, and I have not heard a thing from them. Surprisingly, THOR actually watched one of our videos and reached out to us, first by email, and then they ended up calling me. And so we have talked. They are going to help us out and contact La Mesa, find out what was going on because the order is not in their system. And so they don't really know. And they are going to help us out with trying to get to the bottom of this. I just got a voicemail from La Mesa with an update on the RV.
Hello, this message is for Robert. This is Anthony from the Mesa RV, calling to follow up on this BMPRO system issue here. Looks like, I don't know how, but it looks like I actually dropped the ball communicating with my parts department on making sure that this was coming. Looks like the previous ticket submitted the auth, got it approved, but it's been sitting in the queue to actually submit for the parts.
What?
So that's probably why we have not received it yet. But everything has been submitted, and it should be here. I know we're going to do whatever we can to make sure it's here sooner rather than later. And once we have an idea on when it will be here, we can set you up to come out and finish the installation. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Ridiculous. They didn't even order the part. But they're going to help us out and make sure you know, they take care of us. I guarantee that the only reason that they even realized that they had missed this was because THOR got involved. So hats off to THOR. I appreciate it.
Okay, so Bob is home and we are gonna go check on the van and everything that got fixed or didn't get fixed. The guy left us a note, an itemized, like 3 pieces of paper of all the things Bob wanted to be looked at. And then he wrote notes on it. And so I just handed that to Bob. And now we're gonna go to the van and we're gonna check it all out together.
So we have 3 sheets of paper here with our work order on it and 12 items. So let's go inside and take a look and see what they actually got done. So in no particular order, looks like this item right here, this headliner piece, is going to get changed. So they have ordered a new one. So that is good to know.
We hope they've ordered it and it's not just in the queue, but that's another story for another day.
Yeah. We're going to go with, we're going to give them the benefit of the doubt on this one. So, I mean, I will say, we've had some good service this time around. The service tech's name is Joe. He is a great guy. He is very helpful. So
This is his second time being out and we've appreciated him both times.
And he'll be out again. So, let's see. Supposedly we got the, okay, very nice.
Yeah, he said
God,
that
is hot. Like it's on hot.
but it's Arizona hot.
Well, that's nice. So at least now, when you're driving along the road, it's not vibrating.
You gotta show him though.
Well,
The grommets.
the grommets are down in there.
So those were missing. Those grommets right there were missing.
And so now, with it nice and secure, we do put this one in because otherwise this vibrates.
Yeah.
Which it's not that bad, but we just put that in there to be safe.
Okay.
Okay, so that was good. It also looks like, according to this, that this outlet has to be replaced.
Yes. Because what is the problem?
Well, honestly, it's the little spring in the top here. It just doesn't latch. So apparently they have to replace it. So
it doesn't. Yeah.
it doesn't
Yep.
stay down.
So he said he ordered that.
Okay. So let's see. The screen.
What screen?
Or not the screen. I'm sorry. The skylight looks like he is, let's see, submitted a request to get that replaced. So apparently, I guess they can't fix that. So yeah, this whole skylight's going to end up being replaced because it doesn't latch right here, and they obviously couldn't fix it. It also doesn't seal, so when you're driving, it's quite loud. So it'll be nice to have a new one and have it sealed properly and latch correctly, so it doesn't open when we're driving down the road. But yeah, we did have it open while we were driving down the road.
It flew open.
Yeah, it flew open. Obviously, that's not a good thing. So we do use the zip ties to secure it on the handle just to prevent that from happening while we're driving.
And we belong to a Facebook group for Tellaro and Sequence owners. And I actually noticed today that a lot of people have been driving down the road and had that pop open. So apparently this is an issue.
All right, so on this side, we did get this window shade all fixed. It's secured much better now.
Feels good.
It's not gonna, like, it doesn't feel floppy.
And
And more importantly, we got the screen working, so it's now attached. It's coiling up like it's supposed to. So when you close it, it's working good.
voila. Okay.
So that's good. And then we do have our water tank. We had some issues with the water tank and it leaking while the van wasn't level. And I guess, oh yeah, according to our paperwork, we're going to end up needing a new water tank to fix the connection on the top there, that it's unsalvageable. And so, yeah, you can kind of see, like, I thought it was just loose and needed to be tightened.
He thought he could too. He said he thought he could just fix it, but he said, nope, you need a whole new water tank.
So that's going to be quite the endeavor to repair that. So,
Okay.
but it's nice to know that it's going to get taken care of. We do have, if we want to use it before we get that new water tank, we're going to be really careful we don't overfill it because it'll literally come spewing out all over the place. So we got to be pretty careful, but not a huge deal. And then the other item, well, we do have one item on this side, which is this RV master node. So that's right there. That we actually were told that it was going to be here next week, but it sounds like it arrived today. So they are actually planning to come back tomorrow so they can get that installed. And then they will hopefully figure out the alternator charging control system issue.
Which is over here.
Which, yes.
This thing was the thing. So
yeah, and that actually looks like it is working correctly right now.
But he said something along the lines of like the alternator's in here. Am I wrong? I don't know. But he still was looking at it. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the alternator is in the engine compartment, but it has wires that come back to here. So
but I might not be saying the right thing then.
Yeah, I don't know how it's all set up.
This is what happens when I'm the one that talks to the technician. I tried to follow everything he was saying, but truthfully, that part, I had no idea what he was talking about.
But yeah, once he has the master node for the RV master in, then we can kind of like work through the electrical system and troubleshoot it. You really do need that in place to make sure everything's working properly.
Yeah.
So, but we've got all those good notes on here that things are in progress, things have been ordered, things have been fixed. So honestly, I'm pretty happy that La Mesa reached out to us. They scheduled an appointment.
La Mesa reached out to us, but who had to reach out to La Mesa?
THOR did a nice job getting involved because we weren't getting any response. They reached out to La Mesa, got the ball rolling. Once that happened, now they've actually been better responsive, and we've got them scheduled. Well, they came out and fixed this stuff. They'll continue to work on the rest of the stuff. Hopefully, maybe this week, we'll have a few more items. Man, your camera works all over.
That's because I had an ant on my foot.
So,
anyways,
hopefully after the next visit, we'll have just a few more items ticked off.
I'm stepping in ants. Where did the ants come from? Sorry, I'm interrupting your shot.
Yeah.
Anyways, to be continued.
To be continued. We've got a couple more big items, hopefully.
Sorry, I did it again.
Yeah. We've got a couple of big items that we're almost done with. Hopefully one more visit will get those taken care of, and then probably one more visit after that to get the other new big items taken care of. The water tank and the skylight.
Okay.
We'll keep you posted.
Good news. La Mesa just showed up. It's August 3rd, and they had told us that they would more than likely be coming today if they could, because what is it called? The master node came in yesterday. So it looks like he just pulled up to our house to fix the master node. Fingers crossed everything goes good and it gets fixed. This is kind of exciting. Okay, the working conditions are not very good for him. It just started pouring down rain.
All right, I wanted to give you guys a quick update on our van. We had La Mesa out here to make our repairs to the BMPRO. Everything worked out great with that, and we'll show you what that looks like. The bad news is SafeLight never showed up. I followed up with them. It sounds like there were some issues ordering the glass, so stay tuned. We're still working on that, but let me show you the BMPRO. So I'm taking a look at the BMPRO for the first time after they went ahead and made the repairs. Everything seems to be working well. It's a little hard to see with the sun and the glare, but all the alarms are gone, and we can actually do things like extend the awning now.
Oh. That's nice.
And it retracts. So
because before we had a workaround.
Correct.
We were able to do it, but we had figured out a workaround.
Yeah, exactly. Before we had to like turn the engine on off in this weird sequence in order to clear the alarms to make it work. But now we can just do it like it's supposed to. We're actually on shore power, and the van's been parked for a couple days, but yeah, everything's working great with that. All the alarms are gone, and it allows us to use it. So the alarms that we were getting a faulty propane alarm, we were getting a shore power alarm, and it wasn't recognizing some of the batteries. And what was happening is it thought that the engine was running, and therefore the awning wouldn't be able to extend. And so we've gotten all those cleared out, and it's functioning back to normal. So let me show you guys. Let me turn on a couple of lights so that we can actually see back there. Okay, come on back. So right down here is where the master control node is. That's been replaced and working good now, so that yeah, everything should be all set to go with that, and we're ready to go. Now we just need to take care of our water tank and skylight and all the other issues that we're working through, but stay tuned for that. We're working on that, but also we have been working on a few upgrades for the van, so we'll share some of that video with you guys, and we're continuing to take a few trips. We just have to be careful with some of the problems that we're having, that we don't make it worse. But all in all, we're making some progress.
That's all we can ask for.
That's all we can do.
It's going to be a brand new van, but it is a brand new van, and it's going to be a brand new van.
Yes. Yeah, it'll have brand new parts by the time we're all done with everything. So
yeah,
we'll see.
And some people have asked in the questions, like, why don't we just return it? Why don't we just take it back? And A, it's not that easy. And right. B, we actually love this layout.
Yes, this is definitely our preferred layout. So little things like the water tank, although that's not a little thing, it doesn't change, our love for the van. I mean, we like the layout. We like the way that everything is set up. We just got to get all these minor things fixed so that we can continue to enjoy it.
Yeah, and also, I think it's great that we can essentially be showing people who have the same issues what the process is, how to take care of it, by showing them a real authentic look at our own process.
Right.
Our hope is that it helps others that have bought a van and that are experiencing the same issues, and that they don't feel alone in it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That is, what we hope to share with everybody. So,
yeah.
All right.
Well, I think that's it.
So that's all we have for this episode, but stay tuned for some upgrades. While we continue to wait for some of the repairs, we're going to focus on some of that fun stuff.
Yeah, and they might have saw it as we were walking the van. I'm not for sure.
Well, let us know if you guys have already seen it in the comments.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you next time.